Hi, and in this video, I'm going to share the one thing you need to remember to avoid sabotaging your relationship. Hi there, Matt Shaffer, your empowerment, connection, and relationship coach. I am a former attorney who's committed his life to supporting women like you and creating this sort of fun, fulfilling, dynamic relationships with men that you are so worthy of. And I'm really excited about this topic. It's a magic phrase that I use with my clients and students that you're going to be able to use when you're out there dating and getting to know men to stop yourself from sabotaging potential connections with men. And so we're going to dive into it in just a second. But before we do, take a second, hit that little subscribe button, and don't forget to click the link in the comments and caption. I have created a great training that I know is going to really support you in your relationships with men. So I want to start off by sharing a fundamental truth. We all have trauma around relationship. We've all been hurt. We've all been betrayed. We've all had our hearts broken. It happens. It's a part of the journey of stepping into connection with other people. And isn't it true that so often we take that trauma, we take that pain of our past into our new relationships, and we allow that fear, we allow that anxiety, we allow that distrust to undermine our relationships, to disallow us from being able to connect with somebody that we really want to get to know, someone that we really want to see us at a deeper level. And isn't it easy to use that pain and trauma as an excuse to not allow others into our lives? Isn't it easy to justify not being vulnerable because we would rather be safe? I hear it all the time from my clients that I want to date, but I don't want to risk getting hurt. We don't get to do that. And so I want to share with you this phrase that I know is going to serve you as you go out into the world dating men. It's don't let your wounds become your walls. This gets to be your mantra if you want to foster deep, meaningful, intimate love with another person, because while your wounds are part of your past and they are most definitely part of your story, if you allow your wounds to justify you putting up walls with people that you want to get to know and use it as a justification to not be intimate, to not be vulnerable with somebody, to not trust them, to not share what's in your heart with them, you are sabotaging your own relationships before they start. You are choosing isolation and disconnection over vulnerability, healing, and love. Don't allow projections of the pain and trauma of your past create expectations on how men are going to treat you. Just because you have been hurt in the past, it does not mean that the next man you meet will betray you or hurt you the same way. We get to stay open to the possibility that there are better men, that there are better experiences waiting for us out there in the world if we are ready for them, if we choose to step into them. Because when we enter into relationship, into connection with men, with fear that we are going to be hurt and expecting it to happen, we create it in our world and we end up cutting ourselves off from potential love. And we cut ourselves off from the sacred responsibility that men and women have to each other to help create healing for each other through vulnerability. So I want you to recognize at the deepest level that if you want a meaningful, powerful relationship with a man, you cannot let your wounds become your walls. You get to lead with love, respond with compassion, be open and vulnerable. And in doing so, by showing up that way, you're going to be giving him permission to do the same. And if you're both being vulnerable and open, you've created a space where you can both heal the wounds and pain of your past. That's the power that you have by how you show up to men. Give every person that you meet and every person that you're getting to know the courtesy of seeing and experiencing them for who they are. So if you can avoid allowing your wounds to become your walls, you avoid the biggest reason that so many women sabotage possibilities with men, and you're going to give yourself a much better chance to have this sort of meaningful, fulfilling, loving relationship that you are so worthy of. So I hope you take this phrase out into the world and use it to stay consciously and deliberately vulnerable with men that you're getting to know in dating and relationship. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, take a second, hit that little subscribe button, and don't forget to click that link in the comments or caption. I have created some great training that I know you're going to love. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye.